It's that flow, no, she my flow. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's that
Exclusive, New York State Senator Jeff Klein accused of sexual misconduct. A former staffer has come forward to accuse Democratic New York State Sen. Jeff Klein of forcibly kissing her in 2015. In an exclusive interview with HuffPost, 30-year-old Eric Vladimir said Klein shoved his tongue down her throat at a bar. A month after the incident, Vladimir says she left her job working for Klein. The fact that there was an environment that could make me doubt the self-confidence that I worked so hard to have that I got from the strong women in my life made me feel like it wasn't the place for me, Vladimir said of her decision to leave. And that maybe the government wasn't for me. Klein unequivocally denied the accusation in a statement to HuffPost provided by his lawyer. Vladimir worked for the New York Senate from 2013 to 2015, first as a fellow, then as a policy analyst and counsel for the Independent Democratic Conference, reporting directly to Klein's deputy chief of staff. Klein leads the IDC, and Vladimir said she worked with him on education budgets and volunteered for his 2014 campaign. It was very professional, Vladimir said of her time working with Klein. But that changed on April 1, 2015. The state budget had just passed in the early morning, so she and other colleagues working in the Capitol went to a local Albany bar, Justin's, a few blocks away. Vladimir said she, like many of them, had been up for nearly 48 hours working non-stop as the budget loomed. Vladimir said she got drinks with 6 to 8 other IDC staff members. That included Klein and Democratic State Sen. Diane Savino, who is his longtime girlfriend. In a conversation with both Klein and Savino, Vladimir mentioned that her father and Klein attended the same high school. He was really excited, he thought it was really cool, Vladimir said. He looked at Senator Savino and said, "Diane, did you hear what Erica just said? Her dad went to Christopher Columbus High School." Vladimir said she and Klein didn't normally socialize. Chatting with Klein so casually at this bar was a rare moment, and a potentially significant networking opportunity for an aspiring government worker. The two went outside to smoke a cigarette, and that's when she says Klein forced himself on her. After briefly looking over her shoulder, Vladimir said Klein grabbed her head as she turned back around. "All of a sudden there was a hand on the back of my head and he shoved his tongue down my throat," she said. "In my head it lasted forever, I don't think it lasted even 3 seconds." Vladimir said she could taste the cigarette the senator had been smoking. "I pulled away and I said, 'Senator, absolutely not,'" she said. And he looked at me and said, with this stupid little grin on his face, What? Like he was being coy, almost trying to flirt and play a game. Vladimir said she continued to rebuke the senator as he played dumb, his voice a little higher pitched as he continuously, innocently asked, What did I do?" Shaken and unsure how to react, Vladimir said she went back inside the bar, hoping to brush off the encounter. 15 minutes later, Vladimir said she was too overwhelmed to maintain her composure. She said she felt ashamed that her first thought wasn't that Klein had done something inappropriate, but to worry that his girlfriend might have seen them. I will never forget the first thought in my head was, oh my God, did Savino see that? Because if she did, my life is over. Savino told HuffPost that the incident described by Vladimir never happened. I've known Senator Klein personally and professionally for almost 16 years, Savino said. And I'm sure you know he and I have more than a professional relationship, so I know him better than anybody. This never happened. Savino added that she would have immediately taken action if she had seen or been told of the alleged assault that night. On Wednesday afternoon, prior to the publication of this article, Klein and Savino also held a conference call with reporters to deny the allegations. HuffPost was not invited to the call. Klein's lawyer, Michael Zweig, admits Klein and Vladimir were at the bar together that night, and even that they went out to smoke a cigarette. But Klein never assaulted her, he said. And the lawyer said that a separate investigation he conducted found no staff members at the bar that night who witnessed such an incident. By her own admission, Vladimir says no one saw the alleged assault. In his letter, Zweig also said someone would have seen an assault, if it had happened, because of the large windows that look into the bar. Klein's spokeswoman provided a photo of the inside of the bar to HuffPost.